Their spending went down by 25% once they retired. Yep, it's true, my friends. And I'm going to share this email with you that my man Ron John had sent me a while ago, but I've been meaning to do this video for a while. So let's see if I can't find it without dropping my spectacles, because I'm an old man river, and I need my spectacles. Old man river keeps on rolling along. Anyone who sings that? Along. They're from Spartanburg, South Carolina. All right. So last year, while I was working, our expenses were 91,000 schmackers. That's about 8,000 a month. Oh boy, now Finnegan wants to go outside. All right, let me show you what I do here. Come on, Finnegan. Look at this guy. He sits there and he pats at the door. Come on, I'll take this out here. Let me grab my phone. And you're just going to go with me, my friends, because this is the life I lead. All right, and we're going to show you my new porch that's screened in, which is flipping awesome. There you go, Finnegan. All right, there you go, Pablo. And we'll sit right here. We got TV right there, so we can watch football outside, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so let's keep reading here. I wish you'd stay on point. Man, this ain't the channel for you, brother. I'm telling you right now. I don't stay on point because I don't know how to. All right, so he said last year our expenses were $91,439 or $7,619 a month. So this guy keeps pretty good tabs on expenditures. This year our expenses are running about $68,093 a year or $56.74 a month. So $2,000 decline. We paid off the mortgage in January of this 2022, but the mortgage payment was only $670 a month anyway. Much of the rest of the savings has to be work-related. Much more than I would have guessed. All those lunches on the road at Chick-fil-A quickly adds up. Yep. It's crazy, man. So you might want to mention quick and attract expenses and build your budget. Many people I know don't have a clue where their money goes. That'd be your old buddy Josh. They're still living a paycheck to paycheck. I use Quicken for all my finances so I can see my account balances, bills are due, and net worth at any time. I find paying bills in retirement is a bit harder, as I always paid bills on payday. Now with bills coming in throughout the month and Social Security on the second Wednesday, I've been a bit late a couple times. Yeah, right on, man. As a whole, the first year of retirement has many pleasant surprises and very few negative ones. Planning was essential to make the transition. All right, so if we're to do traditional retirement plan, they'd say you need I don't know, to keep your current level of expenditures, you need to still spend $91,000 a year. They might say 80% of your pre-retirement income. This all out there, all over the place. All I know is this guy was spending $91,000. Now he's spending about $65,000. That's a 25% decline. 25%. And as you get older, the spending drops even more, if that makes sense. All right. So the retirement planning smile, which says your spending will go up initially, then drop as you get older, then come back up. Well, there's no validation there. And this guy, it doesn't. There's no validation to that premise. None. Again, if anything, I call the retirement spending fishhook. But actually, what happens is if you're planning on a certain level of income relative to your current income while you're working, man, I just think you're making a huge mistake. So this guy, the guy spending 75% of what he did while he was working. All right, well, he's only spending $5,600 a month now. All right, so just let's say he's got $3,000 a year in Social Security, a month in Social Security. His wife's got $1,500 a month in Social Security. That's $4,500 right there, man. All right, so you take this is so doggone easy. We're gonna say $4,500 a month. Why can't I bring up the? Oh boy, hold on a second. How to get the thing to work? So I just had to show. I'm looking at this book right here. My next book in my anti-library, Charles Proteus Steinmetz, The Man Who Tamed Lightning. Yeah, it's not available right now, but it looks like a paperback. Very much looking forward to Steinmetz. I actually read a book on Steinmetz. Let's see if I got it in here. From my man Bob Bly. It wasn't as good as, I mean, it's a good book. It's interesting, but I want to get more into Steinmetz's theories behind electricity, electromagnetism, and whatnot. All right, anyway, so going back to this guy, so he's got, I forgot what I was talking about. So he's got, he spends 5674. All right, so 5674. And we'll just say he's got $4,500 a month in Social Security. Times that, so that's how much he needs from his portfolio. 1174 times by 12. He needs $14,088 a year off his portfolio. Divide that by 0.05. So he needs to have a portfolio of $281,000. That's it. And that's assuming that his expenditures keep going like that each and every year with inflation, which is, it's silly. There's no evidence of that. Anyway, point being is, I can't remember how Ron, let's see how old my man Ron is here. Yeah, I can't remember. But anyway, I thought groceries would be the highest expense, but they fell to third place. Medicare, so his groceries are $5,300. Medicare is $7,900. Housing is $8,200. Paying off the mortgage of our retirement dropped our housing costs significantly. Total medical outlays jumped to the top when you have prescriptions. Yeah, he's paying about $14,000 a year with Medicare costs, co-pays, deductibles, prescriptions. So of his, how much is $56,000 he's spending, $68,000 he's spending, health is literally the number one thing. But he also tithes. All right, we are being careful of spending. Anyway, so so health. Let's take a look here. Hold on a second. We're gonna go here. So he's got 14,000 divided by 68,000. So 20% of his income goes to health care, Medicare. All right. Then his food and he and his wife. Man, that's a little bit on the high end. I usually say that's about right. I say about $1,100 a month. That's about right. Housing is still $8,275, and that's with paying off a mortgage. So that's high to me, but we'll just run with it. I can't remember where Ron lives, but on $68,000 a year, that's about 12%. So healthcare is 20%, housing is 12% of their consumption. Food is $53.19. It's gonna be less than 10%. Divided by 68,000. Yeah, food's 8%. I mean, and then of course apparel, nothing. I'm sure he's not buying stuff on apparel. I mean, not much. So there you go. Everyone's different, but I mean, even this guy who keeps track of his expenses saw a 25% decline in spending once he retired. And it's only going to get better, lower, I should say. He's just not going to do as much. I mean, just not, man. I mean, so between healthcare of 14,000, food at, we'll just say for simplicity, 6,000. That's 20,000. Housing at 8,000. That's roughly 30,000 a year. So he's still got $2,500 on other things to spend. He already talked about food. We already talked about healthcare. We already talked about housing. I mean, on vacation, tithing. Life's cheap when you retire. You got no mortgage, man. That's all there is to it. We'll see you.